Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy belated new year, and this will be the first video of 2026. So in this video, this is going to be kind of long. We're going to do a look back on the mangas I've read, the mangas I am continuing to read or find, and of course the belated birthday manga haul that I got for 2026. So if you enjoy my content and if you like to see more videos like this, please hit that like, subscribe, and comment below to see which one of these mangas you're reading, or are you reading a manga that's not on my lovely table here. So with all that out of the way, let's get started. Now, the ones that I read in 2025, they're not in particular order because I'm not picky like that. But when I was counting them, I was quite proud of myself, and I counted 10. I read 10 manga total in 2025, and I didn't even realize that. And I was quite proud of myself. I was like, okay, yeah, I could do this. So let me just show you the 10 in question. So, Witch Life in a Micro Room is about these two witches. Just your little cozy, typical slice of life manga here, where they have to use their powers and get jobs in order to earn food, pay rent, and stuff like that. It's just a little sweet manga. You'll probably hear me say this a lot. I don't know if this is an anime, but if this is, please let me know, because I would totally watch it. This is a type of manga you can read when you're having a bad day, or it's rainy. Just very sweet, wholesome manga, and who doesn't love witches drawn in this art style? Am I right? Just saying. Now this next one is an unusual one. Let me just grab it here. This is what I would call a Western manga, drawn by a French mangaka-cartoonist. So technically this would be under a graphic novel, in my opinion, but this was in one of my local manga stores. And this is Tali, about a young woman who has to be rescued and sent to the other side of her kingdom because she is the last of her kind. If you like Free-Rin or any basically fantasy type of mangas or anime alongside Studio Ghibli, I would recommend this one for sure. I liked it. I think Tali is drawn in a very interesting way. I can clearly see the Studio Ghibli influence. And so far, Leon, right here, it's not Leo in this case, but Leon, he's my favorite thus far. Just very cool character. Overall, I thought it was pretty cool. But if you like fantasy, manga, and anime, but this one, without it being so complex, then I would recommend Tali for you. This one you can find on Amazon if you can't find it at your local store. Let me change the light for you guys. See if that is better. Nope, hang on. Okay, that one's a little better. My bad. Funny how lighting works. Anyway, so this one needs no introduction. I started this back when I got married. Actually, there, this is a little better. I thought that was better, but it's not. This I started back in 2023 when I was on my honeymoon, and I'm very disappointed that the anime does not do the art justice at all. Because this is just a very intense artwork. It's very fresh, in my opinion, and just very in your face. And with a soccer manga or just any sports manga, you can't have like any soft drawings. You need something like this that's in your face. I probably will reread this one because of how fast-paced this is. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. So I will probably reread this one just to be sure I'm not missing any details. But overall, this is a really good manga. And I would suggest you all just watch the manga instead of, I mean, read the manga instead of watching the anime. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, for sure. Now, if you want to talk about the ultimate 90s or the ultimate nostalgia manga right here, this one. My lovesick life as a 90s otaku can certainly bring back memories for sure. Now listen, for all of you, I want you to understand this manga explains of what life was like before anime and manga even went mainstream, okay? Like, you either embrace the fact that you were an otaku and you didn't care, or you just hid it like our main character here hides it because she wants to impress a crush. Though it's really hard because she will make references every now and then. And I'm sure all of you will get most of the 90s manga references that this mangaka makes, as well as some of the modern references that she makes in this too, as well. So overall, this wasn't on my radar. I just happened to find it at Barnes and Noble, and I thought this was pretty cool. And I'm like, wow, this is just a really sweet, funny, comedic flashback story. And I'm curious to see where this manga goes next. And then, of course, I gotta get more romance mangas, right? You'll start to see my taste here through this. This is Takahashi from the Bike Shop, and it's about a young woman who is just also trying to get through her life and dealing with a perverted boss when she bumps into this young man who fixes her bike and just happens to own a bike shop. This is very much, I could tell that the art is influenced by the Rose of Versailles, for sure. But, you know, this is just a very sweet, simple manga as well. I really liked it. I know some people may not like the art in this, particularly the hands, but that doesn't bug me because hands are difficult to draw, but I like it. I know it's a little unusual with the hair parting there, but it doesn't bug me. I think it does get its message across, and it's just very, very, very sweet. So if you want something that's sweet, then this manga is definitely for you. Now, the last one that I read, definitely, without question, needs no introduction. I have not kept up with a manga like this since Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. I mean, the way Hokuzono can just improve chapter after chapter after chapter, I'm just like, my jaw drops on how far this mangaka has come. I mean, seriously, it took my favorite mangaka, Takahashi, like 20 chapters to get something going. This mangaka, Hokuzono, did it in 8. And the story just keeps getting better and better. The paneling is just, oh, like, come on. If you guys are not reading this right now, I don't know what is wrong with you. I cannot wait to see this animated. If it ever comes to be animated, I'm just gonna be so happy. But it's just, each arc just gets better and better. I just finished the auction, and we're now just gonna get into the Swordbearer assassination arc, and I can't wait for that volume to be completed and to come here in the States. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. This is incredible. This is something we would see by like chapter 100, right? No, this guy is doing it in less than like 50 chapters. I mean, look at this. Look at this, guys. if you're not reading this, whether you're not reading it on Manga Plus or getting the volumes like myself, then dude, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You got to pick up this manga. Okay, pick it up any chance you get, because I am telling you, you are not going to be disappointed. And this is definitely a read from the beginning. Like, it is just that good. And this is just screaming. This is screaming to be an anime. I'm sorry. So hopefully, when Side Games has their animation exhibit, hopefully this will be the one that gets announced. I know a lot of people are online saying, oh, it's never going to happen, but I'm telling you, it's been over 2.5 years since this manga made its debut. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Call me crazy, call, whatever you want, call it cope, but I think it's going to show. But we'll see in March. We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic, but like I said, if you're not reading Kagurabachi, I don't know what's wrong with you. FYI. Now, the next pile that I have, these are mangas I'm either continuing or trying to find. So this is a bit of a different pile right here. So let me bring that up. Now, of course, in my world, no collection is complete without my girl Arena right here. If you don't know her, she is the mangaka behind Full Moon Osage. Sadly, this has gone out of print. This is the one I'm currently seeing, called Idle Dreams. It is about a young woman who has the power to transform back into her 16-year-old self to become a Japanese idol. Now, when this was on sale, I didn't see the first volume, so I only have the first four. Sorry, I just had to check on my shelf quick. The first 4 volumes of this manga. I don't have the first one. I did try to get it during my birthday manga haul, but Amazon said it was temporarily out of stock, so I'm hoping to find it, preferably in English so I could read it, because I like any story by her, and she just does beautiful, beautiful artwork. So if you don't have her on your shelf, if you do not have this woman on your manga shelf, I'll be disappointed. Now, this one I started years ago. And this one, if you're not familiar with Lonely Planet, it is about a 16-year-old girl who is trying to repay her father's debt. But in order to do that, she must be the caretaker of this author. How this is not an anime, I haven't seen this clipped anywhere on YouTube. I don't know. It's one of those mangas that it's like, this should be animated because it's just really sweet. It's very romantic, in a sense that it just acts like almost a typical shoujo, but not quite. This is the girl gets rescued by the unlikely guy type of trope. And like, she's very pretty. Like, come on. I would love to see her get animated. I would love to see this girl get animated for sure. Now, this one I picked up in the summer during my second to last manga haul. I liked the art style of this one. It reminds me of that early 2010s art style, right? And it's about a girl who is trying to get through God school, and she's not very good at it. Is the basic gist of it. I just haven't gotten a chance to read it yet, but maybe I will eventually, and you'll see this title in the next pile that I have. So yeah, hopefully I'll enjoy this one. Now, this one I didn't know was an anime until somebody clipped it for one of their YouTube videos. Honey Lemon Soda is the trope of the unlikely girl gets the attention of the popular boy. Now, normally I don't like this type of drawing style because I feel like it makes the characters look creepy. But when this type of art style gets animated, it looks better. But I was curious about this one, and honestly, I love the cover. I'm going to be honest with you. It's like, reminds me of summer a lot, with the bright yellows and the little gold. And yeah, I was just like, you know what? Call me corny, but I would buy this type of flavor. Like, I don't like a lot of lemon flavor stuff per se, but I I would drink it if this was an actual drink instead of an anime and manga. I would definitely drink it. So yeah, this one I picked up when I visited one of the new Barnes and Noble near me, as well as Kakabachi was in that pile. I don't know when I started this one, but this is kind of similar to Lonely Planet, but without the romance. And Ghostly Things is about a girl who also has to live on her own thanks to her father's death. But in this case, she has to stay in this house to find out what exactly happened to her mother. And it explores more of the Japanese folklore and paranormal side. So if you're into, it's not really scary, but if you're into like folklore or any mythology type mangas, even if it's not Japanese ones, I would recommend this one. This one I've only been able to find on Amazon, unfortunately. I did see it at another Barnes and Noble that was closing. However, they only had this first volume. They didn't have the second volume, which I was disappointed. But if you like this stuff, I would recommend Ghostly Things. It's pretty cute. Now I know this was from the very first manga birthday manga haul that I did. I just haven't gotten a chance to read this, but maybe I will, because I've just been in a funk. So I've been trying to get manga that's about making manga to help me get inspired. But if you don't know what Look Back is about, in my opinion, this is a reflection of what the mangaka behind Chainsaw Man went through. Maybe not everything in here is true, but I feel like this is his story of what he went through as a mangaka to get to where he is today, using these characters to tell that story. I've yet to read it, and I've yet to see the movie, but I'm sure from what I've heard, it's very, very good and grab tissues. Which, that's a challenge because, fun fact, I don't cry a lot in movies. I am not the crier like everybody else. I'm not. So, we'll see if this makes me cry. And then lastly, no introduction. I think I picked this up in a manga haul. I'm not sure. But I'm going to reread the second volume of Blue Lock just to be sure that I didn't miss any details. And like I said about the second one, like, this poor manga did not get the justice it deserved. I mean, talk about a manga whose panels also look like a storyboard. I mean, and they just look how intense this is. Like, my God, that deserves to be animated properly. Again, that's just me, but very disappointed with the anime. And the anime did bug me a little bit because of the flashes bugged me, and flashes bug me sometimes. So, but yes, I will reread the second one before I dive back into Blue Lock. Now, finally, that's the birthday pile. So let's bring that over here, shall we? And there are some titles that you'll be familiar with. There are some that you might not be familiar with. But I guarantee you that most of you have heard of these, if not all of these, okay? So, of course, since I got the first volume, had to get the second volume of this manga. And thankfully, this was one of those that was on sale. So I got this for pretty cheap. Nothing self-explanatory. I will read the first one, see if I like it, and I think I will. And then I'll definitely read the second one. Now this one, I've heard of the anime, but I just haven't read it, and I've seen its manga advertised more than the anime. And from what I get, it's about a Japanese idol, like an undercover idol or something. I like the art style for sure, and I love the eyes. They're very sparkly as well. And I do like my good idol stories every now and then, like with Full Moon and one of the many that are in this idol Dreams. So I think I'll enjoy it. I'll see if I'll have time to watch the anime of Oshinoko, but I think I can squeeze in some time for that. Like, I like her look. Like, not gonna lie, guys, I thought this was like a witch story, to be real with you, but when I read the back of it, I was like, oh, okay, my mistake. And to also help me get inspired to maybe make a manga one day, I have been eyeing Bakuman for a while since Death Note got ruined for me, so I didn't really touch it or read it. So I'm like, well, maybe if I read this, I might get back into it. I don't know. We'll have to see. But this was kind of one of the first few mangas when I was growing up that was talking about the manga industry. This did gain an anime as well, so I may watch that too if I can't find all of them, because I just want the single volumes, but all I can find is the collector's boxes. So when I went to one of the stores I go to, I was kind of surprised to see this in a single volume as well. But yeah, if you're feeling down, I think it's very inspiring when you read a manga about what the mangakas went through. And of course, this one needs no introduction. Had to get it. Yu Yu Hakusho is a classic, a shonen classic. Now this one's going to be interesting because when I've seen clips of Yu Yu Hakusho, there are some episodes with heavy strobing, and I'm sensitive to strobes. So I'm happy to see this in print and not in a collector's box, because one, I don't have room for a collector's box, and two, I don't like to get a collector's box if I'm not going to like the story. So for me, it's always better to get a single volume of something, because if you don't like it, then you can just donate it or return it. But I have a feeling I'm going to like it. It's wacky, and it has that 90s retro style to it, and I'm just happy to see this in singles. So I probably will read the manga more than watching the anime, but we'll have to see. But yes, saw the first volume, and I'm like, you know what? Had to pick it up. Ultimate classic. This next one, of course, is by my girl, right? But this was her first serialization, called Ion, and this was her first magical girl manga. I don't believe this got animated. I have not seen it floating around online, but with my special subscription, I'm going to take a look if this was at least animated in Japan. It's one of those that might not have been popular enough for the States, but definitely popular enough for Japan. I don't know. If I don't see it with my special subscription, then I'm going to be very sad. And again, you can see her origins and the beginning of her art and just how much her art has evolved. So if you're going to get any shoujo manga, you have to get Arita. In my world, you have to get this woman. There's no question about it. And then these are the last few of the pile. So of course, I had to get the second volume of Witch Life, of course, and because as you've seen in the first few minutes of this video, I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what our two heroines have to go through next, what kind of jobs they get, and I gotta say, the food in this manga looks absolutely delicious. I forgot to say that. And then the 2 volumes of Takahashi from the bike shop. I liked how these covers are colored, actually, and not just white. They look like they're part of a different manga, but, yeah. Another cozy read for me. For sure. Let's get this one in there. Like, seriously, they look so warm. I always want a table like that. I want one like that so bad, guys, because it is getting cold where I live. It's been okay, but it will get colder for sure. But, yeah. So we'll get that. And then, of course, I got some ones that, these guys are animes as well. So I had to get this one, of course, because I've heard so much about it. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It's a very sweet Beauty and the Beast type of story. I also love the way the main character is designed. Like, I love her hair. I would love to have long hair like hers, for real. I miss my long hair. And the clips I've seen, they're just very sweet and very tender. And honestly, in this day and age, we need more stories like this. Because life is pretty boring if you don't have a good love story like this, right? And oh my god, look at her outfits. They're so cute. I would so wear them. For sure. So yes, I definitely had to pick this one up. Now this one I've been eyeing for a while. If you don't know this, this is Sweetness and Lightning, about a single dad who is just trying to give his daughter good, nutritious meals like any other good single dads would. I'm curious to find this anime for sure, but this has been on my list because I do like my slice of life, as you can see with my tastes of manga in here. Plus, I love her. She's so cute. And then finally, last but not least, I've also been eyeing this as a manga for a while, because I love how this is unusual, yes, but it's clean. It's very, it's super stylistic and pretty to look at in a sense, but it's not like super pretty. Gachi Achara is very much in your face, but they draw in such a beautiful, balanced way of ugly and pretty. So that, mostly I was just curious because of the art. And I did see one panel where our main character is just trying to smile and he can't. And I'm just like, I wish I could find it. But I'm like, yeah, I could relate. That's me in every tagged photo on Facebook or on Instagram. So, not gonna lie, that looks like me every single morning. Right there. I look exactly like that. Not gonna lie to you guys. That's me without either my gamer subs or coffee. So, but yes, I was very curious, just purely on the art style alone. Yeah, that was, just look at these expressions. They execute these expressions so well. That's literally me when I'm angry, when I'm stressed out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this manga. I may watch this anime too. I don't know. There's a lot of anime I need to watch for sure. But yeah. So that is gonna do it, folks. If you liked what you see, please check out my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like. And I hope you're having a happy new year. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!